Alright, hello, this is Greth, and welcome to another of my Vidreps. This time, well, for some of the last times, we will see a pixelated fighting spirit. So, the whole remastered thing, I have pre-ordered it, and yeah, I'm gonna have to do some Vidreps in that. Regardless, there we go. Enjoy this pixelated goodness while it lasts. I must say, I don't know. I'm not, well, opinions about remastered will happen when remaster happens. Anyway, we have Nina Zerg versus me, Cyreaver. By request, a Z versus a Protoss, because Psionic Reaver. Yeah. Alright, so he wanted me to cast this. I will already say that, because somebody's not going to randomly give me a Cyreaver replay. So Nina Zerg, and I'm thinking that the APMs are alright, but the way this is, you know, Nina Zerg versus Cyreaver, so he's going to be beating up a small little girl. But that's probably not true. Anyway, we have a pylon, not blocking a nexus, so that's already a good start. And we have Zerg, doing Zergy things. One thing I will say about Zerg in Remastered, and we've talked about this extensively since well, this is being recorded when the show matches just happened, so there you go. The drone is very adamant in finding a Protoss opponent. I find that the Zerg aren't slimy enough. They look like inflatable toys. That's my main problem with them. So yeah, that's something I hope they will work on a little bit. They won't, but there's too much white, and it really does feel like you're working with polyester rather than actual Zerg creatures. The rest, well, none of the races are important. Anyway, they are going to cross each other. Are they going to notice each other? Probably not. Well, of course, the probe has to check, because that could have been a timing. No, of course not. So now, where could the Zerg be that he scouted this? Perhaps the lower left. Yes? No, wait, the drone went to the lower left. But have you spotted that, Sai? No, you haven't, have you? Oh! Ha! 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 He remembers. Good. And of course the drone is gonna go over there. That probe went this way, by the way. So, but that's alright. You know, scouting patterns are a difficult thing. There's 4 corners, and for many people, that's a lot. Anyway, we've got a hatchery. We have a spawning pool. We have no gas. We have gas. Okay. And we have some semblance of a Forge Fast Expand with a gateway now, and a photon cannon already being used. We've got the Overlord here now, finally do spotting. And that drone's just going to stay there. Oh, is he? He might. It's convenient to have that silly little scouting drone over there. Yes, he is. Going to place down a third right there. The probe not being as annoying as it should be. And explosions happening because that Overlord got a little bit of a boot. A photon cannon boot. Another thing, actually, in Remastered, is that the probes are a lot more jagged. I know they're 3D now, right? But these probes are a lot more rounded. And I find them very jagged in Remastered. So there's little things, really... okay, we also have a third. We have no... okay, so we have no gas. What are you doing? Straight into this, man? Alright, committing to no units whatsoever, not producing anything anymore. Just going straight for that base. He hasn't spotted anything. He didn't see any units yet, though. So maybe, perhaps, yes, he could have deduced that there's a third base around. But holy Jesus, man. Yeah, okay, not really going for any combat. Are you forgetting something? He's actually going to protect with 2 cannons the hidden third. Which isn't going to get spotted in a while, but okay, rather than actually his natural, which has got axe, which has vision from an Overlord, knowing exactly what's there. The Overlord knowing the fuck's going on? So yeah, we're gonna have a billion fucking Zerglings going down his fucking throat now, and that probe's sitting there like it's gonna try and expand for a fourth time. But alright, we still don't have a frickin' Zealot! We have gas though, that's good. Gas is always nice. What is it with frickin'... Sorry, you're not a fucking noob. What is it with Protoss players and not making fucking extractors? Oh yeah, that's what you're gonna do now. Oh, Jesus Christ. Zerglings prioritize! Okay. That's a cannon. And now I'm left to wonder, why the fuck? What is... There's at least... Yeah, now there's 2 Zealots being queued up. And the pylon's gonna go down. Unless something terrible is going to happen. Like... Yeah, oh, don't worry, there's more things. And there's still only 1 Zealot. The second one is on the way. The Zealot manages to get out! Where are all these probes coming from? You cut probes like 1 billion years ago to do with this, which is really value for money at this point. Yeah, start chewing on the gateway. How about you cancel those 2 Zealots and build a second gateway? I don't know. There's nothing else you could do. Or maybe, oh yeah, photon cannons. That might be a good investment. Jesus Christ, man. Shit. My keyboard has stopped working. And I can't move. Wait, this is... I'm not kidding. Look. What is happening? Yeah, okay. This game is so bad. This game is so bad. I literally... Oh, there we go. There it's back. Okay, good. Never mind. My game was so perplexed. Oh my god, he can maybe actually to snipe the pylon. Focus! Focus the lings! Where are the lings going? Just being killed by ravenous probes. Big feather cannon's there now, so fuck off again. Sorry, window lost. By the way, Sai. No, they're still there. Yeah, there's a cannon here now. Might want to start thinking about a replacement here. Yes, good. He's not a moron, you see. This is the baffling thing. Oh, God. No gas being mined. No, well, you need some probes, considering they're your primary fucking combat unit at this point. Yeah, so that cannon goes down somehow. These Zerglings still finding ways to die to Zealots. Why engage the Zealots? There's a... Seriously, almost all of these probes are damaged. There's probes with 2 kills. Almost all of these probes have killed. 4-kill probe! 2 kills, 2 killed, and it's not done yet, folks, but now it's starting to become a little sad. Yeah, how about... Yeah, but now that's pointless. Engage economic damage is what you want to do here. They are presenting themselves to you. As first. Oh, is the 4-kill probe dead? No, this little trooper is getting in there. Alright. How is that expansion coming along? Actually, not bad. He's got 4 probes there. How's everything else? There's just lings. Ah, but there's a spire. There is some planning. Oh, look, a probe. Watch out, it's gonna kill all your drones. And there's more fighting going on. Oh, good, a run by. Of 4. But watch out. There's actually... There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Oh, yeah, you're just gonna die to the cannon. That's a noble effort as well. Well done. At this point, you don't need any more Zealots. I agree with that. Don't worry about Zealot production. I mean, oh, no, they're still in here. They're still in here. Cybernetic score at 8 minutes. Curious timing, but, you know, I'm gonna let it slide. Also, the fact that... Oh, there we go. There's 1 Zealot. This is a 9-kill Zealot. This motherfucker's seen some shit. And is now going... No, he's not gonna die. That probe... Watch out for the probes. Yeah, that's what you get, little Zerglings. Okay, he's got some production going in the Zealot front now. That he puts me at ease. He's got 500 minerals in the back somehow. And, yeah, move out. That's a good idea. The Zerg that has been streaming teal piss your way in the form of Zerglings. Move those 2 very important Zealots to just take a look-see. Yeah. But alright. And this base, yeah, those 2 photon cannons are still a good investment. Oh good, he's going to start using his 3rd. But now, all joking aside, there is a Mutalisk on the way. But don't worry. Psionic Reaver has reverted. What, fuck? Yeah! 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 The timing is a little off, but don't worry, he doesn't care. Or the Nina Zerg will remain genderless. Doesn't give a shit about photon cannons, let me tell you. Oh god, no. And there's actually, yeah, Corsairs here. What I was about to say is that Psionic Reaver is now reverting to his primal form. We won't be seeing any Reavers, but there is a slug-like degeneration that every Protoss player carries within. A sort of terrible genetic affliction. And that is, of course, the baseline strategy of the cannon noob. It's not quite a cannon rush, no, this is a worse form. The cannon rush requires some planning, some offensive capability. No, here we have the cannon turtle. The cannon turtle is the worst kind of creature because for new players, they are quite difficult to crack. And when you are only building Zerglings, and apparently Scourge and a single Mutalisk to fend off this, then it is quite a tough turtle to crack. To, you know. And as you see, he's just vomiting cannons. That's all there is to him now. There is nothing else in this world. And then of course, yeah, Scourges are blind, yet they do provide some viewing. Yeah, okay, a second hatchery, that's good, because now you need to, like, stop making Zerglings, and perhaps a single Hydralisk will do to break this, because, hey, guess what, with range, none of these cannons are in range. With Hydro range, the cannon range is not sufficient to not, you know, get murdered by this, because cannons are actually quite awful against Hydralisks if you have a critical mass. Speaking of critical mass, there's a nice amount of Overlord scattered about. We have his evolution chamber, perhaps for a Hydralisk den, of course. No creep colonies into spore colonies. And now, of course, there is just this lull. We have more drones being built, that's good, and Scourges, because obviously the 3 Corsairs that he's made is going to be a awful thing to deal with. Now, Zealots, of course, to combat these Mutalisks. And +1 arrow attack. Again, no, this time it might be one. Templar Archive, there's many things, but somehow these minerals can't quite get under 5. What? More cannons here. Well, I can't. Didn't he need? Oh yeah, so I shouldn't have done that. Is this is the fuck moment, which is a critical moment, of course. No, this never got spotted. So why were you so in fear? Boom, and then it's gone. Why keep blocking this? You have 3 probes here. Well, you were starting to rebuild your little probe army, sure. Is the 4-kill probe still around? Of course, it got sent to gas duty. That's sad. Why leave? No. I mean, sure, these Corsairs killed 8 things, probably Overlords and a couple of Mutalisks. Why? Just because this got discovered? Because fuck this shit, I'm out. This didn't get discovered, so don't know about the 3rd. Which, of course, everything was about to kick into gear, and then... Sigh, why the fuck? I make a post on Team Liquid promoting my channel. And then you send me a PM, I'm like, oh yay! Old time's sake. And then it's like, here, cast this, please. I did. Not quite sure why. I was expecting 40 minutes of this bullshit. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, okay, I can understand why Zerg would say, fuck this shit, I'm out, because of the incessant ramming of Zerglings into cannons, and then somehow still coming out behind. There was no purpose in those Ling rushes. He could have at any point just straight pissed through to the main and killed everything that lived there. Because for half of the time, Sai wasn't even building units. He was just throwing his fucking workers under the fucking bus. The ravenous, teeth-filled, horrible train of death that is the Zergling bus. Anyway, that's enough of that. A game so bad, my observer refused to move for a while, just fixated on the horror that was happening here. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.